Things I stopped doing when I actually started losing weight and that I still don't do to this day. Any type of weight loss or health and fitness journey is so mental, just like it is physical. And I didn't even notice these things when they were happening. So I want to share to hopefully help you out. This first one is such a big one, and it's that I stopped having a victim mentality. What is that? Essentially believing that all odds are against you and that, you're not making progress for all of these other reasons besides anything that has to do with yourself and your own ability. You basically feel like you're not making progress, bad things are happening to you, etc. Just no matter what you do, you're like, all odds are against me, I just can't do it, I can't do it. You don't believe in yourself, you just think no matter what you do, like, things are impossible. I think a lot of people struggle with this, especially when they are trying to go through such a large journey, a large change, and maybe they're reaching for things that they haven't accomplished before, or they've been trying to accomplish for years and years and going through these cycles of trying and failing and trying and whatever. And sometimes, depending on your lifestyle, your situation, variables in your life, there are things that limit you. But you have to ask yourself if you're making excuses. To put it more in perspective, a lot of times when you have a victim mentality, you have a lot of limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are a state of mind or belief about yourself that restricts you in some way. For example, making progress, losing weight, building muscle, maybe gaining weight if you're trying to put on muscle. And some examples of these to really hit home and make you think like, okay, am I doing this? Is this me? Like how to kind of identify it. Some examples are thinking you're not good enough, you're too old or too young, you don't have enough time, you're not smart enough, you don't have enough experience, you'll never be successful, you don't have enough money, you'll never be one of the best, you're not talented enough. If you resonate with any of these, you might want to ask yourself, if you're kind of getting in your own way. It's honestly kind of easy to take on a victim mindset when this journey, no matter where you're starting and where you want to go, takes a long time. And maybe you do have things against you. When I started losing weight, I went into the office 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and I remember being tired all the time, not having motivation, all of those things, but I didn't have any real health conditions against me or any real life scenarios that made it way harder other than the fact that I was just tired. And for me, really, it came to the point where I was sick of doing all the restriction. I was sick of stressing out about every little thing, and I just started doing things that I knew would benefit me, right? You kind of have to think deep down, are you being lazy? What can you rearrange in your life, in your schedule to better your priorities? And because it's so easy to burn out by not seeing progress happen really fast and think that you're trying everything under the sun and nothing's working for you, it's really important to measure progress in different ways that aren't just the scale. If you're losing fat and building muscle, the scale's not going to change much. Also, if you're looking at your body every single day, you might not see major differences on day 1 versus day 6. It's gonna take weeks, it's gonna take months, and that patience is key. Reminding why you're trying this and why you're doing this is key. But also taking note of how you feel, taking note of how your workouts are going. Being open-minded and trying different things versus being the victim and refusing to try anything because you just think things aren't gonna work out for you. If you put your mind to it and if you prioritize eating better, eating protein, working out, moving your body, drinking your water, I promise your body is going to benefit from it in some way, shape, or form, and in lots of different time lengths. And I can't tell you if this is you, right? You have to be the one to think about what I'm saying. Think about those limiting beliefs. Think about what you're doing, what you're not doing. Have you tried lifting? Have you tried cardio? Have you tried cycling? If certain things aren't working out for you, we'll move to the next thing to try. If you keep blaming every obstacle versus trying other strategies, if you really feel like things aren't working out for you, you probably are in this situation. And I was there. And not only does it hinder your progress, but it's not good for your relationship with yourself. Switching from a why me to a why not kind of mindset was a huge moment and turning point for me. In a journey like this, it really takes so much time, and you just can't be so focused on the negative and the this can't work, this won't, this whatever. You have to be open-minded, you have to try different things and think about okay, well, why wouldn't this work for me? Let's try it. You won't actually know until you try. And there is so much trial and error before you find out what will work for you. So it's a matter of fighting through what's hard and fighting through what makes you feel like it can't until you find what can. Because not everything does work for everyone. But again, there's a difference between that and just thinking no matter what you do, all odds are against you, unless you have a serious, real issue, variables, whatnot. If this is something you really want, you have to make sacrifices and you have to rearrange your schedule and do what you can to fit it in and make it work. You have to make it work for you. You can't just sit there and be a victim. Another thing I stopped doing was buying everything that people online would say would help me, would make me lose weight, is like the answer, whatever. We know the supplement world, health world, whatever, is so profitable. And you know, some fitness influencers and gurus and whatever can be a great resource, but what works for them may not work for you, and you just don't really know someone's experience and the truth behind every product. And you don't need every product under the sun, I promise you. I have tried several, and the only thing that I really religiously stick to is protein powder, because I truly believe and I feel different when I'm really good about my protein intake, and I do like to have a greens juice. But I do know things like that can be so controversial, so don't feel like you have to be doing it, you have to be purchasing it just because someone online is. I've bought different supplements, I've bought this and that to help with my gut health or to do this, do that, and it's something that I would purchase and then would just sit in my cabinet because I would take it for a few days, wouldn't really see anything, and would just give up because I didn't actually care about it and I didn't actually do the research behind it. Stop wasting your money. And the answer is not always in the products. Yes, products can do you great. They can be great aids and helps to your journey, but you will see most progress by the actions you take, the habits you practice, not just by additional supplements. Yes, they can be great. I'm not gonna say they're bad. Not all supplements are bad. I'm literally telling you I take supplements. But if you're feeling lost, don't just resort to buying whatever other people say is the best thing in the world. If you do your research and you actually think, okay, I wanna give this a try, do it. But you might end up wasting a lot of time and money if you're not actually smart and take the time to go through these things. And you obviously don't wanna waste your money or your time because both are very valuable, especially in a journey like this. That's why I will never tell you what to eat. You know, I love to share like, okay, I love this product, I'm eating this, whatever. And yeah, I will make commission from certain links and certain products I share, but I'll never say that like, this is the end all be all, like you have to take this supplement and you'll be glowing and your life will change, whatever. This also goes for like workouts and things like that. There's so many different like paid programs and whatever, and most of them have free trials, so try them by all means, go for it. But be hesitant when you're purchasing something for your health. It's good to be hesitant in this situation. And by hesitant, it's more about critical thinking and being smart and just knowing that you're investing in your body, so you should be sure about what you are trying to put into your body. And you should invest in your body, right? Health costs money. Health itself is wealth. And when you're trying to work on yourself, it's okay to invest money. I'm not saying don't spend a dime on yourself because that's just not realistic. But look at all the reviews, look at what the ingredients are, Google the ingredients. And if it sounds too good to be true, it just might be. To be honest, I didn't even really get into the whole supplement world until after I lost a significant amount of weight. Now it's more fun for me to try things and experiment and whatever. But when I was on my initial journey, I didn't rely on anything. I would buy protein powder, but like I wouldn't have it every day. I didn't even know what brand I liked. But I really did see so much progress before I even tried doing that stuff. And if your main goal is specifically weight loss in general, you want to slim down a little bit, you don't have any crazy specific goals, you just want to get into this world and you're a beginner, my advice would honestly be don't even look at supplements for a little while. Maybe skip it for a while. It's not a bad thing. And if you want my recommendations, I will always give you recommendations. But if you don't buy from me, okay? Just don't. Something I struggled with for a really long time, like years and years of trying to lose weight and, you know, being in the back and forth cycle, I would get so upset if I made one mistake. And what I mean by that is skipping a workout, feeling like I had a bad workout, or going out for ice cream, hanging out with my friends, having drinks, getting some fried food, having a day or even a meal or a moment where I fell off and I wasn't being perfect, I would get so upset. Yes, it is the little things that you do every day that really add up and help your progress and get you to where you want to be. But that being said, one meal, one night outing, one ice cream run, one bad workout, one rest day because you need it is not going to ruin you. This takes time regardless, so you might as well enjoy it. You might as well give yourself some breaks and some grace and live while you're going through this journey. It won't set you back that much, I promise you. You are so much better off having fun, being happy and letting yourself live than stressing over any tiny little mistake you've made. It is only gonna send you in a spiral. Although this we're talking about is physical, it is honestly more mental. Making a mistake is so much more mental because you feel like you've ruined everything. Let me just give it all up and let me start over in a few weeks because I'm never gonna get anywhere. That's not how it is. And I know this is so common. It has a lot to do with the all or nothing mindset, you know, either 0 or 100, like eating only greens and working out every day versus never working out, like eating junk all the time, whatever, which I've talked about the all or nothing mindset in a whole separate video because I've had so much thoughts on it. So I'll put it above, I'll link it in the description box. But seriously, I'm telling you, one mistake, you will be okay. I promise you will be okay. I'm getting close to the camera because I'm trying to make a point. You will be okay. The journey is long. You have to live, you have to enjoy it, you have to take breaks, and you have to have fun. If you don't enjoy the journey, the habits and the things you're changing about your life to work on yourself now and get to your goals are never gonna last, right? This whole thing, no matter what your goal is, if it's weight loss, if it's building muscle, if it's just getting healthier in general, it is a whole lifestyle change. It doesn't require like 2 weeks of eating veggies and then you just quit, right? Because then your results don't stay around. It is a whole lifestyle change. And don't let that intimidate you, right? It's not like you have to never eat ice cream again. That's not what I'm saying either. But you have to get over the small mistakes and know you probably won't enjoy every second of the journey, but you have to make the journey better for you and you have to find some joy in it. It's okay to make mistakes just like it is in any other part of your life. It's okay to make mistakes in your health and fitness journey because the journey's forever. The journey doesn't really stop. You know, say you want to lose 10 pounds. Once you lose 10 pounds, well, you're gonna have new goals, right? You're not just gonna give everything up. I would hope not. Everyone says life is about balance and it is so true. As basic as you might think, it's just true. Like, obviously you have to be doing the healthy things. You have to be eating the rainbow and working out, moving your body, drinking your water if you want to see progress, but you can't make yourself miserable or you're just going to hate yourself even more and it's going to be that much harder and take that much longer just to get to your goals. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong. Okay, I believe in this so hard. Like, you're wrong. Another thing I really had to wake up from was analyzing every little thing and hyper-focusing on every single little detail and variable, whether it's what I ate, the workouts I did, how many steps I got for the day, how many ounces of water, like just hyper-focusing and analyzing way too much on all of that stuff. I really feel like hindered my progress. And that's why I don't calorie count. I do try to have at least a half a gallon of water. Like, I have some numbers involved, right? But it was specifically the focusing and analyzing everything. That is something you just have to let go of. It's great to have goals too. You know, I wanna hit this weight that I can lift. I wanna be on the treadmill for this amount of minutes. Like, that's not what I mean. I just mean like whether you have 1,700 calories or 1,720 calories for the day, right? Like something so silly and little like that, that just stresses you out and sends you, just like the last point, you gotta live a little. I feel like getting so stuck in this. I don't know. Something about it, like I feel like it just puts a cap on where you can go. I don't really have any crazy reasoning behind it, but I just think it's such a toxic mindset. And I'm really someone who believes, like, you know, positivity spreads positivity. And on the contrary, negativity spreads negativity. I just think that the focusing too much almost just makes you not make progress. Like, it's just something that I swear correlates. Like I said, I don't have a scientific explanation, but from my personal experience, that's how it was. Once I stopped analyzing so closely and just worked out, ate the rainbow, and just did general things that I knew were good for me, that's when I saw the most. Maybe you want to track your protein, that's great. And maybe you're someone who can count calories. It was just, for me, that was toxic. I couldn't handle it. And so I stopped. But that's the thing, I knew to stop. If you know you're someone who just focuses way too hard on these little things, maybe you gotta let go. Maybe you just gotta quit it all and see if that benefits you. You know, when your body's not a machine, staring at your analytics and being like, I burned 400 calories so I can eat this many like, no, you're not a machine. Yes, you should have balance and you should move your body and you should eat good things, but there's more to you than numbers. And there's more to your body than numbers. You know, you process different things in different ways and it's just not an equation all the time. And if you do this, it's okay. If you do any of these things, it's okay. It takes time to realize that you might be practicing toxic behaviors that aren't getting you anywhere. I did it for so long and I don't do these things anymore and I'm so much happier is the point. So don't feel bad if you're stuck. The only thing you can do is try to become unstuck. No matter where you are in your journey, I'm always rooting for you. And I want you to know that it's possible to wake up and feel good and be happy. No matter what you're going through right now, you're not alone. Somebody else is too. And I really hope this helped in some way. And if it did, other videos on my channel probably will too. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you've not, and I'll see you in my next one.